Jane's Addiction, Mountain Song. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to breathe here, Sammy. Jimmy's in the bathroom, right?
Yeah. Is it the trees or the grass?
Now I'm starting to think cold.
Oh, I see. No, it's allergies. I can see the eyes.
It is, yeah?
Yeah, your eyes are starting to puff up.
Well, I think I got a bail on the dye mist.
Yeah, I would say the.
I'm starting to think this is a cold.
Your eyes don't puff up if you have a cold.
And they're puffy right now?
Yes, they are.
No.
How would you know that? I would never notice someone's eyes are puffy. I would never notice that.
Well,
I get lost in Opie's eyes every morning.
Oh, God. How are you, Jimmy?
I'm good. I got cortisone shot yesterday in my right arm, so my arm is dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're just falling apart.
I can't use my right arm. It's going to be 4 months before I can actually lift.
No.
Yeah.
What, did you get an MRI?
Yeah, there's no bone problem, but it's one of those things where it's been bothering me for so long.
Right.
And I read a lot about cortisone. It doesn't work.
Right.
And then I talked to Dr. Steve, and he said, no, if it's, and this guy seemed like he knew what he was doing. So
what does it do after you get the shot?
it knocks any inflammation down, and then you wind up... I'm going to do nothing for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then you slowly start stretching.
Oh, my God.
You know, I start doing 2-pound weights in like a month.
Yeah.
So I just got to just not...
So you got a real injury now that you're dealing with.
But by the end of the summer, I could lift again, so I don't want to fuck it up anymore. I'm tired of just...
You could still do cardio. You could still do crunches.
Yeah, I can do crunches. I can't do running cardio, though. Like, I have to
Why?
I have to go right, because I don't want that motion of the elbow bending and going back and forth.
Right.
I just got to keep my arm dead. I'm tired of it.
You got a dead elbow. I got puffy eyes.
No.
What the hell's going on around here? It can't be allergies if there's rain in the area, because the rain knocks down all the pollen. Then,
Yeah, but it moves it around.
Who knows what's in that apartment you just moved in?
True. A lot of dust.
When you have a cleaning crew, because I looked at a place yesterday, I'm debating moving.
Yeah.
It's way upstate New York. It's by Buffalo. But I'm going to commute. I like the gig. I can do it. I drive fast. Do you have them clean behind? Because it was not that clean, the place.
Right.
It still smelled like the fucking washer dryer smelled.
Yeah, that's like just mildew and shit.
Is it?
Yeah, just open up the... Well, actually, my washer I got to replace because it's just has mold all over the fucking place.
So you just got to get a new one, right?
Yes, I got to get a new one.
New dryer, too?
New washer, new dryer. Might have to deal with the stove because the stove door fell off yesterday.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, do I know real estate in Manhattan. I know a good deal when I see it.
Well, there's shit to be done.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to be done. I don't know.
Did you have them clean behind the fridge? Because I'm like, if I move in this place...
No.
If I would have a cleaning crew pull the refrigerator out and clean behind it.
Oh, yeah, you're smart. Just have a deep cleaning, as they call it. You're really thinking of moving?
It's in my building. I wouldn't have to leave my building.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Did it have a laundry room?
Not in the apartment, no.
Oh.
It's just a little bigger than where I am now, and I can have my home office not in my dining room.
What's wrong with having a laundry room? Everyone has a laundry room out there.
In their building or in their town.
Well, all right, but
No,
maybe not so much in New York City, but people out there can relate to having a laundry room.
You have slave quarters.
No,
He's right.
I just know how to work real estate a little bit. I've been wheeling and dealing for years.
I want to. I want to.
You got to wheel and deal. It's one good thing my dad taught me over the years. He was good at real estate.
But I panic and I just get stuck where I am. I'm like, oh, I just got to stay. And I'm like, what am I doing? It's like, just work towards something.
Just fucking move. You need more room. It's obvious. What is this, like a 2?
It's a 2-bedroom, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect for you. And then you could, finally work on that kid.
No.
And your second bedroom will be the kid's room.
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and I hate that. I finally get like a little room to spread out, and I can put my office in there and do my work like a big boy.
Right.
And then some girl comes home who I've hung out with twice.
Right.
I've got some bad news. Oh, no.
You would not like that, huh?
No, if I like the girl and I wanted to do that, I have nothing against it, but it's just, I'm just a boy, Ope. I'm way too young for that.
Are you gonna get married or what? You go back and forth with this stuff.
Maybe, it depends on what state it's legal in. I mean, I may or may not get married. I don't know.
Obviously, you need to get a young lady in your life, but...
Yeah, that would be no help.
A young person in your life.
But no, I don't think I want to at this point. Like, I just don't have much to offer. You
have a wonderful career to offer.
I mean, financially I'm okay, and my career's okay. But I'm still
a nice piece.
Man, you know what? Sam does raise a good point. I said that on my Match.com profile. I'm winking in the picture.
You got a nice piece.
Yeah, plenty of cash and a nice piece.
Nice piece. That's a great. You know what? That's a pretty goddamn good heading for a single day. I would respond to that.
Yeah. Well, I say you move. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think I might. If I can get the place, I don't know.
I figure if we get fired tomorrow, it's like, what do you do? You just sell everything and figure it out after that.
I am thinking like that is the worst that can happen. It's like it's not like they can come in and take your human dignity and remove your arms. They just sell your place and get a smaller one, shitface. And I don't like being talked to that way.
At this point, I was poor more years than not. So I don't know. And I think I was. I don't know. At times, I think I was happier without. Having a lot of money because you just figured it out.
If you want, I'll take some of it off your hands. I'll make you super happy.
Trust me, people are taking it off my hands all the time, Sam.
Oh,
a little different than Ant's rant. I got people that need money all the time.
Oh,
all the time.
People were taking it out of my hand too, but my hand always had like lotion and oil on it. So they were more taking it out of my top dresser drawer. Secret, they were hookers.
1 hour at a time.
Yes, they were.
Well, I don't know. You could use the extra room for someone that might be coming over to do a few things for you, and instead of them driving home late at night, they could spend the night in another room.
That is what you want when someone who's drug addicted and just jerking you off to make a few bucks. You want them as a house guest. Look, just don't steal any of the computer equipment, or I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, Daddy.
All right. Yeah, you can put your wig on that thing.
Right. You wake up and it's the home from Risky Business. Everything is just gone.
Yeah, it's just
Can you imagine? You wake up to a completely empty apartment.
You gotta lock. So you gotta lock your own bedroom door so your house guest doesn't cut your throat.
Right. At least they don't cut my throat, but they took everything. Imagine they took all your Black Sabbath stuff.
That'd be funny to watch some fucking hooker trying to sell my signed Sabbath. It's funny. I haven't done that in a while, like the paid thing.
Yeah.
But I used to set it up a certain way where you don't leave certain things on your dresser. Like all these guys that get ripped off. I was watching Warren Sapp and did you see his video?
I heard what he said to one of the girls. He admitted to cops he told Chatty Hooker to put her mouth to better use.
Yeah. Yeah,
I saw that quote, but I did not see the video. There's a video of him explaining what went down.
But I'm just watching him, and the whole thing was a $600.
I feel sad for Warren Sapp. We had him in here. He's a really, really solid guy.
Yeah, he was nice.
I wonder if he would come back on our show.
Probably not till this whole thing is legally cleared up. He probably isn't doing any press.
And you think he would be back on TV eventually?
I don't know.
You think we're willing to move on from this as a society?
It's hard. I hope they can, because I think what he did was not a big deal. And as he's telling the story, I'm like, oh my God.
You've been there?
Not in the exact same scenario, but I so understand how that happens. Like, where you get two girls. He said one girl he gave 300 to or 200 to, and the other one wanted money, so he gave like 500 total. The one girl's sucking his dick, the other girl's just not doing anything. And then to have sex, the one girl wants more money, and he's going, but I gave your friend money, and you're not. Like, I get how that build happens, and they're trying to get more out of you because they know you have money.
Right.
And especially him. They know he's a football player in town for the Super Bowl.
He doesn't have money, though.
Well, they don't know that. I mean, they see him on...
Warren Sapp is one of those celebrities that pops up on those lists of guys that used to have a lot of money that don't have much anymore. Yeah. He's dealing with all sorts of child support. I think he's got a whole bunch of baby mamas, if we read the story correctly a couple weeks ago. So why don't we play this video and see what this is all about here? Warren Sapp on TMZ Sports.
This is him telling the cop what happened.
Right. He's all casual and just lounging around as he tells his little story. So far, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, Sam, how about a big play?
It's been told to me, and then you stop me wherever.
Oh, pause. That's not Warren Sapp talking.
You met two young ladies in a bar at the hotel. They came back up to your room. They performed a dance for you. You gave them each $300.
No dance.
No dance.
No dance.
Okay. Just straight oral sex?
The one young lady was.
Okay. Do you remember their names that they gave you?
No name.
Okay. And the blowjob was performed with a condom?
Yes, ma'am.
Did the other girl do anything?
No.
Okay. And then at one point you asked for sex, at which she said no, and then you told her to leave?
No.
Okay. So then let's rewind then, because these are like, there's like a million stories, so I'm just trying to get the truth.
That's fine.
Okay, so just...
Let him at the bar.
Okay.
We're up to the room.
Uh-huh.
The young lady said he wanted to do something. I said, so what it's going to be, ladies? The one that's in there alleging whatever said 200. The one with the black hair said 3 apiece. I said, okay. Put the $600 on the table. Everybody got naked. They were finna do what we doing. We're in the bed. They're there. I started taking pictures of the 2 ladies naked and, you know, do what they're doing. Not even laying on the bed with me. So I'm taking pictures, pulling the underwear, you know, just taking pictures. Because like, I'm silly like that sometimes.
I'm silly like that. I love that line. Because I'm silly. I'm taking photos of 2 prostitutes because I'm silly like that.
Oh, he's the best. Jenny Hutt's making a movie on Periscope. Do you know anything about this, Sam?
No.
I don't want that to go by. Matt in New York, you stand by, please. After the Warren Sapp thing, we'll go to him.
Jenny.
I know she's been super into Periscope. I didn't know she was going to try to do a home movie.
I know. I was on her Periscope show.
You were on her. She has a Periscope show.
Yes, it's called the Jenny Hutt Bug You in the Hallway show, and she gets you as you're walking towards the elevator. I'm just naming it. I don't know what she's going to call it.
Okay.
That's what I called it.
It's not a bad name for a show.
Yeah, the Jenny Hutt Bug You in the Hallway show. We talked for like 30 seconds on her Periscope. It was very unexciting.
All right, we're going to talk about Jenny Hutt and her Periscope in a second, Matt, in New York. But more of Warren Sapp from TMZ Sports.
And the other girl said, give me a condom. So she ripped it off and started performing oral sex on me. So the other girl was up on top of me, and she just kept talking. I'm like, yo, why don't you use your mouth on me instead of using it? So she's like, huh. So I'm like, just don't worry about it. Just go. Just move. I said, you girl doing a good job. I'll be done with her in a minute, and, you know, go to the bar. So she's walking out. So the girl yells to her, don't leave. Just wait in the bathroom. I said, that's fine. You can wait in the bathroom. So she was giving me the head.
As long as she doesn't get in your way.
Just out of the way so I can finish with what we're doing. Both you can leave. So I'm videotaping her performing oral sex on me. So I put the phone down. I said, so why don't you just let me go hit that, you know, because, you know, we better do this. She's like, oh, you got to give me a tip. I'm sitting there thinking, you just asked for 2. Your girl got 3. I gave you both 3. She's in the room, ain't touched me. Got $300.
So that's it. You know what? Why are they bothering people like Warren Sapp?
It's so well. There was a phone call. They didn't go after him. The cops got called, so they showed up to a call.
Yeah, one of the hookers called.
Yeah, I think he probably threw them out.
But I guess in general, what is the big fucking deal? Every hotel, every nice hotel especially, knows that there's hookers in their fucking bar area. They know. Yeah. Everyone is in agreement. Like, okay, there's nothing bad going on here. Some of these guys are going to talk to the ladies at the bar. They're going to go upstairs. Who gets hurt in the end? Yeah. I think the hookers on the street just wandering around, that's a different story. But if it's hidden from plain sight, what is the crime really?
I think that these girls, like what happened, he just read this wrong. Like he should have, the one girl wait in the bathroom, like he should have said, no, go back. Like,
right.
Hey, let me just hit that. Like, not in getting frustrated and probably angry and arguing with them. Right. At one point, he probably should have just said, this is going to get ugly. I should just let them leave and go, you know what? I'm tired and I had a good time. Maybe tomorrow.
Right.
Like, he should have just let them walk out. And they
just suck it up.
Just suck it up and jerk off when they leave. I know it sucks. It's not what you paid for.
Right.
But there's a whole other thing here, which is your career that you can't fuck with.
I would assume, and I'm going to ask Jim Norton about this. Now, if you're a guy that's getting a lot of prostitutes or having ladies come, having ladies come to your apartment or hotel rooms, I think every once in a while you're going to kind of get ripped off, and the thing to do is go, wow, this is the price of doing business and what I do. Why would you argue that? You got to realize I don't know if he drinks or not, if he was drunk, but sometimes if you're drunk, your decision making is a little, and he may not have been this mellow guy that we're looking at right now. He may have been a bit more hyped up. Right. He's a big guy, so maybe the girls were actually scared of him. And have you ever had a situation like that where you realize, you know what, I got to just cut my losses. I'm not going to argue this point with this young lady, and I'm just going to give her what she wants here, so it just all goes away. Yeah, I've had a couple of, like I told you the one time I went to a place I was on 2nd Avenue, this is years ago. It was on 2nd Avenue in the 80s, right, not too far from the comic strip. And I forget what the ad was. It was just a girl who did massage or whatever. So I walk in, and she's a blonde girl, and I walk in to take a leak, and the bathroom has fruit flies, and there's a bunch of water in the tub, and there's like empty Burger King wrappers floating in the dirty water, and there's fruit flies. Look like that fucking bathroom from Saw. I mean, it was just a disgusting. Right. There was furniture in the apartment, but it almost looked like a long railroad apartment. It was pitch black inside.
And I sit down with her. I gave her, I think it was $200 or $300. And then we sat down. She went to the door, opened the door. So, which means she either gave the money to someone outside the door or she hid the money and wanted me to think there was someone else. But as we're sitting there, just kind of making small talk, she had a screwdriver in her hand. And I remember thinking, there's someone else in this room. I sensed that there was another person.
Holy shit.
In the back of this room.
Right.
And it was a cold chill. I just got a very, very weird gut feeling. Get out of here. Something's very wrong here. This is not the norm.
Right.
So I could sense a person just, again, it was so black I couldn't see anything. But I'm like, I'm not feeling that well. I'm sick. I'm going to go. And she was like, really? I'm like, yeah, because her hands were dirty. And I think that there was something planned. I don't mean a satanic ritual. I just think they were going to rob me.
Right.
And but then they see that you're ready to leave, and like, okay, easy money.
Right.
So I said, I'm just going to. I called Colin. I was shaking when I left. I'll never forget that I called Colin on my way down. It was just something was so wrong, and sometimes you got to listen to that instinct that you have.
Right.
Because every time there's a weird or violent thing, people a lot of times will say, yeah, I had a weird feeling. And this time I just listened to that feeling. But her clutching a screwdriver.
That would be a red flag.
It was a weird thing to hold. Which meant she was either scared of me, but I wasn't being menacing. Or
maybe she was alone, but she's trying to say, like, hey, man, don't fuck with me.
Maybe, yeah. It could have been that. But there was just...
I'm no pushover over here. I will put down the screwdriver now that we both understand each other, and we will get down to business.
Yeah, I just got a very creeped out feeling.
You're probably right. There was something that was about to go down.
I've had many times going to someone's house, and they tell you that there's no one else in the room with them, and then it's an apartment or a hotel, and then you want to pee, and like, oh, the bathroom's broken. One girl told me to piss in one of her pots in the sink because,
oh my God,
because and what that means is there's somebody in the bathroom, which could be a pimp, or it could be a boyfriend, or it could just be another girl she's sharing the room with. I've had that happen too, where the two girls share the room, and for safety reasons they want one. But I've had definitely dinner with one girl, and another girl walks in the room. Hey, what are you guys doing? And I never liked that. I never do it. It would always scare me. Like,
this is old Jimmy, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it seems. I don't think you take these type of chances anymore.
No, I'm much more. I have more to lose now, as far as like, not even money wise. Just as you get older, you're like, ugh,
right.
You got lucky a lot of times, man. That nothing. But I would also diffuse moments where I felt it might get. You can sometimes just feel that. You're dealing with a person who's not too stable, and you're not going to go, get back that money, bitch. Like, you can do that, but that's how you get slashed. Where
you at with that whole thing?
It's not something I really want to do anymore, and I haven't in a while. So it's like, it's kind of nice. Yeah, save money. There. I'm not saying I'm completely not a pervert, but I'm trying not to go down that road. It's just too expensive, and it never feels good anymore. It feels physically good, but then mentally it's never satisfying.
Was it mentally satisfying for a while there?
1 out of, I would say 10% of the time. Like anything else, you do it, and then, like people who eat, you probably get someone who fucking can shove food in their face, and 9 out of 10 times they feel shitty when they're done. And then there's that one time where they'll have like cheesecake, and you're like, oh my God, that was the best thing I've ever done.
Right.
So that keeps you going for the other 9 times.
Gotcha.
That's the way it was with this.
Well, Warren Sapp, so why are we seeing that video?
I don't know maybe there's a public, police videos might be public domain. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that gets out. Or does somebody watch it and film it with their cell phone camera?
No. I mean, it seems like a basic police video.
Yeah, and she's blocked out of it, so.
Yeah, well, all right. Warren's emotional breakdown.
I didn't see this.
What, this is another clip? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't see this one.
Me neither.
Let's see Warren's emotional breakdown.
We have to put you in the jail. We would have just given you a citation, let you promise to appear, but the policy is you go to jail.
You ready?
Give us a bit. We have a few minutes. I mean, we have some paperwork we need to finish. Okay?
Oh my God.
Can you pause real quick, man? That moment Warren Sapp is having right there.
Yeah.
Of pulling, he just pulled his shirt over his face.
Right.
It's almost like I cannot go back. I have passed that point. And that's the moment that scares me. Exactly what he's doing right there. Oh my God. Hand over the face, fucking shirt pulled up.
But why does he have to go to jail?
Maybe because there was a physical altercation. That's my guess.
Was there an actual physical altercation?
Oh yeah. Wasn't he throwing him out of the room or something?
I think he was just trying to get her out of the room. But
But she had a bruise or something?
Oh, God.
Sorry.
He's such a good guy. I like Warren Sapp. I like him on Twitter. I liked him on the show. I like what he did on TV.
You know what that is?
I hope he could, move past this and get back on TV.
But that. Oh my God. That's. It's finally caught up to me.
Right.
Like you probably got whores before you. It's not your first time, and all of a sudden, it finally happened. Something really bad finally happened that I can't just walk away from.
Right. Let's play the rest of this.
Oh, Jesus. No way. No way. Oh, my God. Oh, God, Jesus. Oh, God. No, my God, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, as of John. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me right now? I gotta go to jail? Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, my God. Oh, something this didn't feel right. Oh, this didn't feel right. Oh, God, Jesus. Oh, God, Jesus. No way. No way. No way. They asked me to use that against her, and now I'm going to jail. No way. No way.
What's going to happen? Let me just so you know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm about to be booked for a job.
I don't mean to laugh at the end.
Wow.
But, Warren Sapp.
I wonder, was that the night before the Super Bowl? I think it was, right? Like, I think he knows he's going to miss the game.
Yeah.
And he's going to miss what he's supposed to be doing there.
Did he miss any of his
I don't know.
TV responsibilities?
That I'm not sure of.
I'm not sure of that either.
But knowing you can't go to the game.
Right. He's probably thinking I'm going to lose my gig.
Yeah, your gig is gone.
In this new world we live in, you lose your fucking gig for all the stuff you do in your public life. Let's go to Craig in Boston. Craig.
Oh, what's going on, man?
I'm all right. What's going on with you, buddy?
Nothing. I heard you saying Sapp was a good guy. I heard, listening to a few sports guys and reading some articles, that behind the scenes, this guy was a legendary fucking asshole.
In what way?
Just a complete ignorant prick to everybody. Ex-players just would wipe him by the side. Interns, asshole to the women, everything like that.
Oh, I never heard that, but
we had him in once. He stayed, for a while. After the interview, he stayed for a while, and he couldn't have been nicer. But that was our only dealings with Warren Sapp. It was one time only. So,
yeah, I mean, I don't know him personally.
Right,
could be the case. Just what I heard.
Yeah, maybe he is a dick. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. All right, Craig. Thank you, buddy.
Can we check the date on that, Sam? When he actually got... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. When he got arrested?
Just keep up the good work. Big fan.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, when was this?
It says the arrest was February 2nd and Super Bowl was February 1st.
Oh.
Oh, so this was... Wait. Well, this might have been the night of the Super Bowl.
Right.
After the game.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, it was after the game. Oh, he's... Okay.
Oh, okay. Still.
Yeah. Got a flight to catch.
Oh, man, that just sucks.
You know it's going to hit the paper. So silly. You just got to let him go.
Right.
All right, look, you know what, ladies? That's it. Because chances are, if they're gonna walk out with the money and there's most times they want to go. The police, the last thing a hooker wants to do is call the cops.
Sure.
They don't really want to do that because that's the end of the night for them too.
Were they arrested for being hookers?
I don't know if they were arrested
after they, called the cops.
But once the cops show up, it's a whole thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can't
really look the other way.
Yeah,
and like that guy said, we can't give you a citation at this point for you to appear in court. We gotta actually put you in jail.
I bet it was because there was a bruise on her arm, or there was a physical thing. That's what I'm guessing.
Right. Sal in Tampa has Warren Sapp stories. Sal.
Hey, Opie.
Hey.
Sally.
Sapp is a fucking phony.
A phony?
Is he a phony?
Oh, he's a fucking phony. So back in 1999, in a business I was working with, we did a lot of advertising. There was a promotion. We won it. We got to go on the team charter with the Tampa Bay Bucks up to a D.C. Redskins game. They get us in this room and they kind of give us all the ground rules. And they said, have a good time, this, that, and the other. They said, but one thing that you want to do is don't look at Warren Sapp. Don't talk to him. Don't touch him, because he will ruin your weekend. This is coming from the Bucks.
Man.
Wow. Who would touch him?
Yeah.
Who would walk over and just caress Warren Sapp?
Yeah.
One other story. There's a country club down here called Old Memorial, and the owners of the Outback started the club, and it's all the rich guys that go there. Sapp was out there playing golf, went up to this guy, a guy went up to him and introduced himself and just wanted to talk to him, and Sapp was like, "Get the fuck away from me." The guy looked at him and said, "By the way, my name's Chris Sullivan. I own this course. You can finish your round. Don't ever come back here."
Wow.
And those are facts. That's not here.
Well, I got to start believing you, Sal, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 phone calls about Warren Sapp.
None of them are good?
Yeah,
None of them are good.
He's a fucking phony.
Man.
Well, maybe. Hey, look, don't forget, we had him promotionally. Most times, a person out doing promo is going to be nice. Most times. Because they want to promote whatever it is they're selling.
Right.
They'd be stupid to come in and just be dicks for no reason.
Well, let's thank you, Sal. Let me go to John in Tampa. John, a lot of calls from Tampa on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Warren Sapp is notorious for being a dick around here. Nobody liked him. He wouldn't tip anybody. He was, always getting in trouble pissing off his neighbors in his big ritzy community that he lived in. He was just a complete dick, and nobody liked him.
Oh, wow.
God. Wow, we read this one wrong.
Yeah.
I think we might have read this one wrong.
He puts on a good facade for you guys, but no, he's a complete dick.
Yeah, he might have been nice that one day, but...
All right. Thank you, John. You want one more? I mean, they're coming in like crazy now. Ed in Philly, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Welcome aboard, Eddie.
It's official. Tim Tebow signs with the Philadelphia Eagles, by the way.
Oh, Tim Tebow's a bum. Fuck him.
It's going to be your fourth quarterback.
Yeah.
He's not going to hurt anybody.
It's all the nonsense and the bullshit that he brings around it. That's why we hate him. We already hate him here.
That's Philly for you. All right, go ahead, Ed.
So I went to South Florida, and I lived in Tampa during the time that Sapp was there. And, yeah, notorious asshole throughout the city. I was at a Bulls game once, and the South Florida basketball game. And these little kids went up to him for an autograph, and he spoke out loud, will someone get these parents to get these kids away? And, I mean,
why would he do that?
I could understand if a dope like me went up to him, but these were little kids.
What were they bugging him? What was he doing at the time? Just watching a game?
Yeah.
He was watching a game. They were all excited. They had a pen and a paper, and they went over to him, and he just was a dick.
Did he sign the autographs?
Yeah, you can't deny autographs or pictures ever. I mean,
especially for kids.
Me and Jimmy hang outside the building every day, just in case people are a little late.
Yeah.
To come by for an autograph.
We have Sharpies with us.
Right, we're just standing outside with Sharpies.
Yeah, box of photos.
We figure maybe there's a fan or a listener a couple blocks away just running his little heart out to get that autograph. So we stick around a little bit.
Excuse me, you want me to sign something? No, I need to know which way is 8th Avenue. Oh,
where's Rockefeller Center?
But you might want some sign.
Right.
Well,
that's too bad, because I definitely enjoyed my time with Warren Sapp. Now we got a cop. Jesus. Thanks,
no.
Ed. We go to Sean in Philly. Sean.
Yo, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hi, Sean.
Listen, I have one story about Warren Sapp, and he was a complete and total gentleman. The Eagles were playing Tampa Bay in the playoffs back in about 2002, and he's on the side of a building on an after-hours club trying to take a leak. And I happened to walk up to him, and I'm a 5'10", white, 170-pound skinny guy, and there's this monster staring me in the face. He was completely apologetic. I could have locked him up. He said, "Yo, I'll be on ESPN. We'll both be on ESPN if you lock me up." And I started laughing. I said, "You're right." And unfortunately, I didn't lock him up, and Tampa Bay went on to beat the Eagles the next day.
Oh, you could have locked him up before the game?
Oh, absolutely. It was the night before the game.
But it's hard. Wait, but here's the thing: you're dressed as a police officer. It's hard to say, "Hey, he was really nice," when he was actually doing something illegal, and you caught him, and he was nice to you. Of course, he was going to be nice to you. You're a cop,
right?
That's a very good point. But guess what? I was a bike cop. I was wearing those gay ass pants they make you wear, shorts they make you wear.
It's okay. You had that. You had that non-gay ass gun strapped to the side of you.
That's a very good point.
More importantly, how was his dick?
Yeah, did you get a peek?
Did you get a little
he was
peek?
attempting. I wish it was a time of cell phones because I would have taken a selfie with it.
Right.
It was before the cell phones were out. About 2002.
Oh,
I think you got to take a peek. I don't think that makes you gay or anything. I think if you see Warren Sapp, peeing on the side of a building, you got to kind of maneuver and take a little peek.
Something tells me he's more girth.
Yeah,
yeah. That's probably why the girl don't want to fuck him.
He's girthy.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, not this little fucking dark fire plug. I don't want to sit on this. It's gonna hurt."
All right, Sean.
All right, guys. Thanks. I'm out.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. So there's the Warren Sapp video that is breaking. Where's Jenny Hutt called and then she couldn't stick around? What's her Periscope show?
Well, she's been doing, she used to do the YouTube treadmill show.
Yes.
She does it on Periscope now.
Oh, good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she's just been trying to...
but someone's saying she's making a movie.
Well, I mean...
Through Periscope or something.
Not the kind she should be making.
She's always trying to innovate.
Yeah. She's an innovator.
Technology, yeah.
She loves the new technology, and she takes advantage of it.
Yeah.
I would love to Periscope, but they don't have it for the Samsung.
I haven't done it. I did it. I didn't know how to save it. It was a whole thing.
You got impatient and clicked out of it.
No, I do it okay now, but there's also... do you have a Periscope account? People can go back and look at your old Periscopes?
Yes. Yep.
But
How?
You have to be on Periscope.
But I am. How do I go look at someone's old Periscopes?
Just click their name.
But I've done that. But if I want to see older Periscopes.
Look, we're not doing tech advice.
Why not? But this is a very topical thing, Sam. You don't know the answer, huh?
It's not entertaining.
Why? There's a million Periscopers out there. They all know.
Well, first of all, you're saying the word wrong.
No, I'm not. Okay, broadcast now. No.
Oh, no.
How do I do this? Sam, help me. Come on.
You do some of that Periscoping.
You see where? Where is it?
You do that.
There's people, okay. So what do I do? How do I go find their Periscopes?
I don't know. Let me
Exactly.
see.
You can't do it. You have to come over here.
I'll look on mine.
Yeah, I don't get my phone up.
Well, we certainly could take care of your Periscope during the break.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, no, because people out there probably don't know how to use it either.
Well, then they could go to the Apple store or something.
No, I can't. I got a fucking Samsung. And they keep saying, be patient, it's coming soon. What the hell's wrong with the Samsung when it comes to these hot apps? You got to get something out immediately.
Yeah, they'll do it.
And take advantage of this shit.
They probably figure that the iPhone is more, or Apple stuff is more, gets people talking and trend setting or whatever. So they start there, and then the Samsung people are like, hey, we want that.
But Samsung is no joke.
No, but if you do it on Samsung first, people on Apple may not go, we want that.
Right.
Because Apple's all the talk, as we say.
Well, I guess. I got to ask Sam about Earthlings.
Oh, my
that's
God.
right.
I forced him to watch Earthlings.
I saw your tweet about that.
I also realized that talking about Earthlings, we lost a whole bunch of listeners yesterday. They just didn't want to hear that shit.
Right.
It was too dark and depressing for the people as they were on their way to work.
It bothered me so much. I couldn't even enjoy my dinner. I had to order something else.
No.
I was going to get a salad. I'm like, I got to get a filet mignon.
And, people, reached out to me. I don't know what the answer is. Because a lot of people are saying, look, man, we raise cows just so we could, feed the people and chickens. And that's pretty much the whole reason they even, live to begin with. So I don't know what we're supposed to do as a species.
It's the cruelty, I think.
Yeah, you don't act like a sociopath when you're killing the animals.
That's what bothered me. But I have to say, I think most people that work in slaughterhouses aren't assholes. But in this film, Earthlings, they show a lot of assholes. Like one guy yelling at cows, going, "Come on, motherfucker!" and he's whipping the cows because they're not moving fast enough to their death.
Is that how you do it? Is that the only way you can do that stuff?
No way.
No. What I mean is, like, do you get to a place where the only way you can kind of live with this fucking horrible death is to look at these things like they don't matter, to look at them like they don't have feelings, to look at them like you can't just like scratch its little dumb face and give it a kiss.
Right.
Because if you look at it like that, you're going to go insane realizing what you're doing.
I think that's a possibility, but if you have to block out that much emotion to get the job done, then that's still sociopathic.
You just described me sexually.
In this documentary, they show a lot of people with major anger issues. Major. Right, Sam?
Yeah. It's all people that either, girls wouldn't fuck them or they weren't good at athletics or whatever, and they're getting it out in some other way.
We had Tom Arnold in here, and he worked at a slaughterhouse. And he seemed to have... He talked about it a little bit, and it seemed like he did his job properly. He wasn't the, come on, motherfucker, I don't have all day.
But it's even like...
Move!
It's worse than the slaughterhouses because it's all it's the fur industry and the zoos and the circuses and all that stuff that's really, really bad.
It's the meanness, right?
It was mean and unnecessary.
It was exhausting. By the end of this documentary, the only conclusion you could come to is that human beings just suck, right? It went from circus, fur industry, fishing, hunting,
doctors.
Science. Did you see the science one where they do the head injury thing to the chimpanzee?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And the chimp's looking at him like, why are you doing this to me?
To study head injuries, I can't even talk about this shit.
Exactly, that powerful erection wasn't there 30 seconds ago.
They strap a normal, completely healthy chimpanzee down, and they hit him in such a way to simulate a car accident, basically. And then they do it over and over again. And this chimpanzee's sitting there like, what the fuck? Will you just kill me, please?
I didn't even know bullfighting was as bad. Like bullfighting, they're just running around stabbing a bull over and over.
It's repulsive.
It's repulsive.
That's where the culture, people say, well, I think your culture needs to suffer and you just got to stop doing it.
Or at least do this. If you want to be a brave bullfighter in Spain, go in there with the bull like a completely normal, 100% healthy bull. You'll learn through this documentary, they don't feed him for a while. They wear him out with all sorts of drugs. They stab the shit out of him.
They give him laxatives.
Laxatives. And so this thing is so fucking weak before it gets into the arena. Well, that doesn't seem too brave to me.
Yeah, so some guy who fucking
a matador
can feel like a man.
Yeah, well, all right, do it where it's you and the bull. 100, the bull is 100% healthy. Do it that way, at least. I would respect that.
Yeah, if you could take a red handkerchief and let it fuck with a bull, I would respect it. Just you and him.
But all the things they do to prepare the bull, so it's
Ooh, now you're talking my language.
at an extreme disadvantage. The bull is at an extreme disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean,
that bothered you too, the bull?
That was horrible. All the entertainment stuff really bugged me.
The zoos, and the circuses,
bugged me for a little while, but like seeing it was really bothersome. I thought that, like, there's some of it that was a little much. Like the whole idea of they were framing it like what we're doing to animals is not dissimilar from the Holocaust, and kind of not taking into account that they're supposed to be a dominant species. That it's like we are the dominant species, the same way. They're a dominant species in the jungle. The lions kill this species, and that kills that. Humans kill everything because we're. The
only thing is, though, they don't have other options. Like, they don't know any better. We do. Like,
that's why, I mean,
we have other options.
Yeah, because we have a brain that's developed. So now
and thumbs.
What about
thumbs?
Disposable thumbs.
And also,
did you see the pigs eating each other because they weren't being fed properly as they've been waiting to be slaughtered?
Yeah.
Because they try to keep their numbers down, so they don't feed them that much. So at one point, the pigs start eating each other because they're starving to death. Look, man,
I
love bacon, and I'm going to continue eating bacon. I don't know what the answer is. I know this movie turns people on to being vegetarians, though.
Vegans.
And vegans, actually, yeah, you're right, all the way.
Honey, I'd still eat. I couldn't be a vegan without my honey.
You know what?
That would be your pick. Just to sweeten up your tea.
You know what? I had a vegan burger the other night. It's not amazing.
Sounds horrendous.
No, but you know what? They have like soy cheese and like the fucking fake bacon, and you eat that. It was not bad, man. I didn't have any bread on it, but it was actually pretty decent. It's not there yet, but it's way better than it would have been a few years ago.
It was obviously. I mean, there were shock tactics in it too. Like I didn't need to see a dog getting crushed by a garbage truck to know that I should spay and neuter pets.
And they said
like people know that.
They say that's a cultural thing that, you know, it's not manly to get your dog neutered, and that's why a lot of people do not do it.
It's also the worst thing I think I've ever seen is that fucking guy cutting the dog or the animals, whatever that animal was, where he rips the fur. He rips all the fur off while it's hanging upside down, and then he throws it into a pile of animals, and its eyes are still blinking.
Yeah, just looked up and moved its head around like
he de-skinned it while it's fucking alive.
And why do we have to do it while it's alive?
Because he's a fucking the guy who did it is probably living in a place where human life is. It was one of the Asian countries, I think.
I couldn't imagine.
No, but that guy should literally just be killed in the street.
I couldn't imagine I just can't imagine doing that.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I was watching it and I was like, you know, I'm not going to stop. I mean, I hated watching those chickens. The little tiny. They take the little baby chickens,
right,
and they de-beak them while they're alive, so they don't peck at each other.
You know,
there's a lady just having small talk as she's picking up these things and just snipping off their beaks so they don't peck at each other.
And what was her excuse? Like, does that hurt when they do that or no?
Yeah. Well, even worse was the one that was just taking their teeth out, cutting their teeth. What was that? The pigs?
They were dry.
That wasn't the reason.
But it was the like I said, the small talk. The lady just casually talking as these things, these animals are screaming.
Oh, they were screaming?
Oh, fuck yeah. They were screaming, and she was just like, anyway, so just having small talk. It's her job, you know.
And they show people going into like these chicken pens, and instead of figuring out some way to kill them that's mechanical or quick or whatever, like they're sitting there clubbing chickens and stomping them and kicking them and something like that.
Look, I got to go to David in Pennsylvania, you know, while the phones, a lot of people saw this movie the last couple of days. David, go ahead.
Yeah, hi guys.
Hey.
I married into a family that did farming. They had beef cattle, and now they're starting to do pigs and some poultry and everything. And at first it caught me off guard. I come from blue collar, never saw anything like it. But it can be done humanely, to the point where my wife, the daughter of the farmer, became a veterinarian. They care for the animals, maybe not like their pets, but really, really well. And you know, and they end up on your plate still, and they didn't have to go through all that. That's big business. You go to the grocery store because Walmart has your $6 steak.
Right.
You know, I mean, if you want to have the meat and think to yourself, well, they didn't suffer, go to a local butcher, a small farmer. They grow them. They live out in the field. They have a good life, and they're taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, we're just shitty people, because if we went into the supermarket and all of a sudden our meat went up drastically, and you asked, and they said to you, well, because we're doing the right thing, and we're doing the killing humanely. We would be like, fuck that. I'm not paying 3 times for my chicken or steak. You're right.
People didn't like my methods. I thought like the cows and stuff I thought they should just be burned alive.
What?
Just set them all on fire. Watch them roll around.
It can be done, but I mean, and that's not speaking for all the other things that were in the movie that you're talking about.
Right.
As far as getting the food on your plate, it's a sacrifice out of your wallet if you want to know that they're going to be okay. That animal had a good life.
Right.
Because I don't think there's nothing wrong morally with eating animals. You're supposed to.
Right.
Other animals eat other animals. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I think that's...
What about how they put the dogs and the cats down? They say it gets...
Insulting dogs and cats, I won't hear of it.
Yeah. They say it's...
the self-esteem of dogs and cats is a problem in this
never
country.
Put these animals down. They should only be praised.
They're adorable.
They say they say it gets too expensive and time-consuming to do the injection, which is the best way to do it, because it kills them pretty much instantly.
Yeah.
So they just pile them into gas chambers, and in some countries they just stomp them to death.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of what was going on in that movie is happening in other countries, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I got
really brutal stuff.
I got that feeling too, man, for the most part. I think you're right, Sammy. Sammy!
Yeah, we got to work on that. Bring these methods here.
What? That wasn't the point.
No, I think there's the point of the
that
film.
wasn't where I was
is
going
that we're too soft on the animals. We spoil them.
Thank you, David. Let's go to Craig in Atlanta. Craig, go ahead.
I'll put it here.
Hey,
What's up, buddy?
This is the price you have to pay because we know all this behind-the-scenes shit.
Yep.
And it's like you just said, nobody wants to pay $20 for a fucking steak, so this is how you have to mass-produce food. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not for torturing anything, But I don't want to fucking watch this movie because I want to eat food like I want to enjoy it.
Right.
And that's just how it is, man. Nobody wants to fucking know about all this shit.
Right.
And we're better than most countries in the whole world about taking care of stuff.
Right.
As far as those guys on the slaughter line, you're right. It's gallows humor. My dad was a fireman, and it was dinner table conversation to hear about the latest guy that had his arm chopped off in a car wreck or whatever. The only way those guys can deal with that shit is to fucking laugh about it. Now, is there a psycho in there somewhere? Of course. I'm sure there's some guy in there. But the only way you can deal with that much blood, gut, and gore is to fucking laugh about it every single day.
I do like your take on this, sir. I really do. It is probably gallows humor.
That's right.
Because I know a whole bunch of cops, a bunch in Philly these days, and yeah, it's how they get through it. Because I ask them, like, these guys see dead bodies all the time. Like, how do you get through it? And they're like, well, we kind of joke.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jokes that are going on.
Throw playing cards on them. Nightclubs, 6 of diamonds.
Yes.
You're exactly right. And like I said, I grew up. This is our dinner table.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Listen to this stuff, and hell, it's the only way they can do it is desensitize themselves. And then the other side of the animal abuse or testing. I have a science background in chemistry. You can't experiment on a fucking carrot. You know how much I hate it? They have to torture rabbits. They have to torture monkeys. It fucking sucks. Again, most people don't want to know about it.
Well, are they at least torturing the rabbit so the rabbit has a longer life? Are they figuring stuff out as far as how the rabbit's
how do you make it happier?
Organs work and stuff? then it would be worthwhile. Hey, man, we're doing this for future rabbits. We're going to figure out how you guys can live a lot longer.
How about pedos? We got to just do it with pedophiles.
Well, yeah, I don't know how true it is, but the documentary was saying that like all the testing they do on animals isn't really effective because it just tells you how a monkey reacts to what they're testing for.
No,
But you're listening. You're buying into their bullshit, and I hate it, man.
Yeah, there was some propaganda in that film.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sam, I think the medical testing. I think it's leading towards cures and better ways to deal with diseases and whatnot.
And by the way, monkeys are horrible drivers. So if they're simulating car accidents, who better to benefit from that than a monkey because they always crash.
They had the head, and then they were like slamming it to the side.
Yeah,
it was.
I don't want to see that. I don't care. But if slamming a monkey's head into a wall helps protect my kid in a car wreck from a car seat or whatever it is that they're trying to do, then fucking good. My kid lives and the monkey dies.
I usually don't. This is Jimmy's world. Jimmy will watch dark shit on the internet, and that's usually not my thing, but I sat there and I kept saying to myself, stop being a fucking pussy and just watch this whole fucking thing. Because I turned it off no less than 10 to 12 times. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm just going to do this in like 5, 7, 10-minute increments and get through this thing. It's brutal. I don't know who would actually go to a movie theater to watch this thing.
I don't know. I'm kind of like Jimmy, too. Fascinated with some of that stuff. But when I heard y'all talking about it yesterday, I'm like, no, I do not want to see this shit.
I will watch it, dude. I'll watch it, and anything with animals or kids is hard. Like there's been videos I saw where a kid gets hit, and I can't watch that stuff. I can watch adults having bad things happen to them, but animals and kids, I just can't.
Anal electrocution of animals is where you draw the line.
I think you're going to say people. I'm like, what site is that?
Oh, you saw that too, Sam?
I saw it all.
That bothered you?
Through. It was, yeah.
What were the top 5 things that really bothered you about the movie? And did you turn it off, or did you?
No, I watched it straight through.
Straight through. You didn't take any breaks. Good for you, Sam.
No.
You're becoming a man, Sam. You're becoming a man.
Oh, good.
Sammy, becoming a man. Want to hug it out or what?
Nope.
Not
top 5 that bothered you, and how about the top 5 that gave you a reaction in the front of your pants you weren't anticipating?
Stop talking about erection.
Gave you a nice tent.
I'm a one-trick pony.
A nice full tent. Thanks, Craig, by the way. All right.
I'll tell you what got one of the things that got me. The only part of the movie where I felt good was when the circus elephant started attacking all the people, because I was like, "Fuck yeah, it's an elephant. It should not be in a circus."
I've always been a fan of when animals, attack back.
It's great.
My entire life, there was something about that I always kind of liked.
You see that one special when animals email and they get really mad? They start a campaign online. Boo, boo. Hold on.
But then they shot the elephant.
Yeah.
And you watch the elephant get shot. I didn't like that. Okay, so that's one of the five.
And they just kept pumping bullets into this elephant. The elephant, God forbid, the elephant gets angry because it spent most of its adult life being, getting the shit beat out of him, so it could stand on a tiny little box at a circus.
Yeah.
God forbid that this thing finally fights back and gets angry. They have to kill the thing.
I mean, that was the biggest thing for me. It's like nobody should be going to zoos. Nobody should be going to circuses.
I didn't feel right.
Nobody should be going to bullfights. Nobody should be going to Nobody should be going to rodeos. Nobody should be going to any of that
If no
stuff.
one went, they wouldn't exist. So it's like, people complain about it, but it really is just because people do it.
I went to the rodeo in Madison Square Garden. Not the rodeo, the bull riding.
Yes, rodeo.
Yeah, I guess. Well, it's more the bull riding league or whatever it's called. People out there know it's a big deal. I fucking loved it.
I'm sure he did.
I'm a hypocrite because I loved it. It was amazing.
It's fucking bulls.
Yeah, the bulls are not happy about
I don't even
that
like horse
shit.
racing.
You know what you should do? Well, the horse races are a little different because those things are treated like royalty.
Yeah, I know.
They're treated much differently.
Well, not at all tracks.
No, but I mean like the good ones.
good ones.
Yeah, the shitty tracks, I'm sure they're not being treated as well.
But with bullfight, like those bulls riding, instead of doing that, my sport is you put the bull in that little cage, and instead of the guy riding it, you put him in and he has to get under and suck its dick before it tramples him to death.
They should change the rules. Before you get on this bull, you got to suck him off.
Yeah, exactly. If you can make the bull come, we let you out alive. If not, he just steps on you until you're dead. Fucking assholes.
You know what, Kevin in Louisiana, this has to be brought into the discussion, and this was in the film as well. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a statement. I mean, humans, we're pretty shitty to animals ourselves, and if you sit there and watch whatever that channel is, Nat Geo or whatever, you watch how animals treat other animals, and you watch how the animals in Africa, go after each other and kill each other. I mean, that's pretty brutal, too. To me, watching them, I mean, they're eating animals alive out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. Like, I don't mind being on top of the food chain. Like, we are the dominant species. We should be killing animals and eating them. But, like, you're not seeing tigers get, turtles in huge numbers and just sort of slowly, picking away at them.
In Earthlings, they show the animals, when they're getting pushed a little too much, then they start attacking each other. So
sure, I mean,
they have that. They have it in them as well.
That's the way species work.
Well, it's like you ever watch those fucking Japanese hornets? The 30 of them kill 30,000 honeybees.
Yeah. We watched that with Rogan on Friday.
Yeah, they behead them. I mean, they're not exactly compassionate.
Right.
No.
They literally were fucking decapitating those honeybees.
And how many did it take?
30 to kill 30,000. They're giant bees.
Unbelievable to imagine.
People have developed brains where they, that's humanity. That's why they call it that, because we're humans.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right.
Kevin?
I'm sorry. There's a great video. I thought it was kind of funny. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's it's on YouTube. It's a cheetah that sneaks up on a crocodile in Australia.
Okay.
It's like a minute long. You should watch it. It's pretty amazing.
All right, we'll check that out. Thank you, Kevin. Let me go to Sean in Jersey. Sean.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, that fucking guy that tried justifying killing animals because animals kill each other out in the wild is a fucking idiot.
Oh, Sam Roberts?
I didn't say that.
And, we have these super violent criminals in jail. We give them 3 square meals a fucking day, a shower, a bed. Why don't we test our fucking shit on them?
I agree.
Put them in a ring and let's see what the next shampoo does to their eyes. Or, okay, let's put them in a fucking car and crash them into a wall and see if the next airbag works. I mean, what the fuck?
Oh, my God, the outrage that would happen if we even, suggested that. But, we kill millions and millions of animals a day for our needs.
I'd be okay if we were medically testing on people who train elephants in the circus.
Yeah. Maybe those really brutal crimes. That would deter. I think that would.
Especially the stuff that there's not a cure for, like the pedophilia and stuff like that.
I think that would deter some people. If you get caught for this crime, you're going to be the one that we strap in and test, head injuries on.
Right, yeah.
But, let's have a justice system that doesn't fuck around anymore. Stop coddling these fucking asshole people that shouldn't even, deserve the title of a human being.
Oh, is there a wall near you, Sean? Talk to the wall.
Yes, Sean. Tell your story walking.
That shit ain't going to change in our lifetime. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's the world we live in.
But you do make a good point. Thank you, buddy.
I have to eat. hungry.
All right.
Sweet boy's hungry.
There's a middle ground to being ethical, possibly. Yes. We do way worse shit to each other, and no one cares. This shit is completely disgusting. All right, I got to take this because this guy's wife works at a hospital, and he's pissed off at... Sammy.
Ooh, good.
Go ahead, buddy.
Obviously a man with ears. Hello.
Ben in Toronto.
Yeah, my wife works in research, and they do heart attack studies on pigs because pigs have a heart that's closest to the human heart. Mm-hmm. And these animals get treated better than most people in a hospice that are dying of cancer. They make sure they live a better quality of life than they would at any farm or slaughterhouse. And the research does actually contribute to human benefit besides the fact of what happens to a pig heart when it has a heart attack.
And let me tell you something, Sam. At the end of my dad's life, he had a pig valve.
Oh. That's right, see?
How do they get those pig valves? Do they wait for the pig to die naturally, or they go in and get those valves?
They probably just go in and get them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they
I don't want to